Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me again today, and I'm going to have one last play, if you like, with the A Touch of Ink stamp set from the Sale-a-bration promotion that we've got on at the moment. This does end on the 28th of February, so there's literally only a couple of hours left to get your hands on this. This is a set that you can actually get for free with a £90 order from Stampin Up. All the links are in the description. But I really love that set, and what I really wanted to show you today was that rather than using the two-step stamping, that we could also just colour the images in with the Stampin Blends, and I wanted to show you how to do that, or at least give you an idea on how to do that. So as you can see, I've already made a start, so we've got some more leaves to do just there. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over all of those with the light granny apple green, just a little coat. It's not particularly detailed, just go over it just to get some ink over those images. Okay, I'm just going to leave the lid loose so I can go back to it. We're then going to go in with, this is the dark old olive. Okay, and I'm just putting some darker lines in where some shadows might be, or where things overlap, so around the edge of the leaf, down the middle, close to the stem, that kind of thing. Just like that, just a couple of little lines here and there. Oh, can't get the lid on that. Make sure your lids are on really tight. So this is now dark granny apple green, and we're going to go over that dark old olive and pull it into the middle a little bit. Like so, go over either side of the line. So we're leaving some light bits. And what this will do is just blend out that shadow for us. Do that for all of them. So you want to do this in sort of sections, as you don't want the ink to be completely dry. You want it mostly dry, but not completely dry between layers. And now we're going to go over the lot again with our light granny apple green. Okay, so in the first instance you might still think that there are lines showing, which is absolutely fine. Just takes a bit for the inks, or the alcohol in the inks, to sort of mingle, if you like, and soften those lines. But it will happen. Okay, so we're just going over the whole lot again with that light marker. Okay, so I hope you were able to see that reasonably well. Okay, and when it dries back though, you can see how those lines are a lot softer. And in real life, see, the camera will pick up very tiny differences in the colour, so it probably looks more obvious on your screen. But again, if you wanted to go over little portions that you weren't happy had blended sufficiently, you can do, and it will just reactivate the alcohol in there, and you can do that over again. Okay, so that's the leaves. I'm going to put those out of the way. Right, we're going to do the flower next. Okay, so in a similar vein, we've got Daffodil Delight. So we're going to go over it again with the light marker, just to put a layer of colour down. It's literally just to get that alcohol down and help with the rest of the process. This isn't anything terrifyingly complicated. We're then going to use the dark Mango Melody and do exactly what we did did with the leaves. We're going to tuck in some little bits of this dark colour where there will be shadows, where petals overlap, in the centre where it would be darker, like so. I will do that for all those petals, and they're just sort of scribbly lines. It's not like we're not doing any Picassos or anything. Okay, so that's the dark mango melody. We'll now have dark daffodil delight, and again we're just going to go over those little bits and pull it out just a little bit into the rest of the petal. Exactly the same as what we did with the leaf. Again, just sort of scribbly lines in and there and out. Okay, and then just like we did before, we'll go over it again with the light daffodil delight. So the combos of markers are there to work, and they work very well together as a pair to get some definition on your blending, and you can stick to 2 markers if that is what you prefer. But I do find that sometimes you just need that 3rd colour to add that extra layer of depth to some of your images. And it is a case of practice will make perfect. So get some scrap out, pick some images, and get your colours out and see what works best. Okay, so that's our blended flower. Isn't that lovely? Really works very well, that colour combination. Okay, so we're going to rinse and repeat with the bird. This is Pool Party, light Pool Party. Just a bit of ink going on there in exactly the same fashion that we did with our other one. So I used the brush end to do these large sort of areas. And this is light Bermuda Bay. The dark Bermuda Bay I think would be a little too dark for this, but this is the light one. So I've just got a little bit of excess alcohol on that marker, so I'm just going to use a paper towel to get that off. Sometimes that happens if the markers have been sitting for a while, so that's going to puddle a bit, but we'll work around it for a moment. So we'll put in some dark pieces where these sort of feathers overlap, the ones that are underneath, under his belly, like that. Maybe a little bit around his beak, where the wing lies. Okay, and we'll pull in some along these feathers as well. Okay, just as we did before. So now we've got the dark Pool Party, which will help us to blend that out. Pulling it out. Some areas you want to just keep to this colour, maybe not go over with the light again. Okay, pulling out that a little bit more under his belly, but leave a bit of light and a bit around his face. And then once again we'll go over with our light marker. Okay, so just like we did with all the other things. Okay, so this is a very pale colour, which is why I didn't want to use the dark Bermuda Bay. I think it would have had a hard time trying to get that blended out with the Pool Party. It's thought the Pool Party would go better than Balmy Blue, but I would, if you're new to blending and that, or you've only got a few colours, I would suggest getting a swatch made up and try some colours together and see how they play. Okay, so that's our hummingbird, all beautiful and done. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything else more fancy than stick that onto a Pool Party card base. I want the colouring to be this show. Pop of black probably would have been nice, but we're just going to stick with this. Get a nice sharp crease, and I've already stamped the Thinking of You sentiment, which I'm going to cut with the Label Me Fancy punch. Try and avoid sticking sentiments straight onto card bases, because the danger is it will go wrong and then you've ruined your card. And I think that will look fine just nestled in there. I'm not even going to pop it up on dimensionals. It's a card without dimensionals, people. That's almost never heard of. Okay, and I reckon just a couple of gems will really just finish that off. Oh, just discovered my fingers are a brilliant tool for getting these off. So there we go. Really nice and simple. Really wanted to show you the colouring there. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that card. Do grab it while you still can. All ends on the 28th of February. Thanks ever so much, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.